Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Now it's crazy to me how these one episode take me like two of these with the breakdowns, but we getting on through it, and we will. I got a date tonight, so I'm gonna finish this up, get this on out there to y'all, and then we'll go keep moving along.
All right. And now, what do you look for in a woman?
Um, I definitely look at their toes. I look for their vision. I look for their support system. What does that look like in real time? I also look at what are you looking for in a man? Are you looking for the superficial? Are you looking for the real? Are you looking for a check? Are you looking for a husband? I mean, those things all matter. So, yeah, I want to hear what you got to say in real time. And then, of course, I can adjust or either conform.
Okay. All right, cool. Okay, so we did get a pop balloon. Let's go ahead and go on over there and see what's
Which
going
one you
on.
got?
Come on over here. Let's go see. All right, if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Sincere. I'm 27. And I just feel like we just wouldn't match as far as energy. I feel like you have a foot fetish a little bit. And that's okay. You know, my feet aren't going to be perfect, though. I do have, you know.
Your feet is cute. You
Oh,
good.
thank you.
Yeah, you're good.
You're so
of course.
nice.
And you popped it. Because you thought your feet weren't bad. You good, baby?
Well, you just only wanted to talk about feet. It's the red flag for me. Yeah, just a little bit.
Hey, I think that if your shoes and your feet look good, then your mindset can kind of correlate. So I respect it. I appreciate it. Who's Cooper?
My dog.
Okay, Cooper. Well, shit. Maybe I need to arf. Maybe I need to. Yeah, maybe I need to arf a little bit. And shit, fuck with me. But yeah, I respect it. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, he's just dabbing it too.
Yeah.
All right, now, is she your type?
My dog. I think that I don't necessarily have a type. I think I'm more into the mental and the mentality. So the fact that you can express yourself,
Yeah.
I fuck with it. I appreciate you. Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right, so we do still have some unpopped balloons. Did you have a question to ask the ladies to go ahead and help you narrow it down?
As far as the ladies in real time, like, so my question is 2-year plan as opposed to 5 years. If you could see yourself with a man in 2 years, what does that really look like? What do you want from him? What do you see from him?
All right, let's start right here. Your name, age, and the answer to this question.
My name is Sakari. I'm 30, and in 2 years, like dating a man, I would expect some sort of commitment because it's been 2 years. So definitely just seriousness, moving
Genuine.
toward marriage and growing families and businesses and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
I like your style. You serious too. You genuine, very genuine.
Oh.
Let's go to our next lady. Your name, age, and the answer to this question.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm 29. And I would say 2 years regarding a relationship because I'm really big on building my brand and my business right now. I model and definitely someone that is okay with being a partner individually and with myself. So if, hey, we're on this business run together, that's what it is. You know, also just having that relationship with God too. So I also look for us to have that connection, have our peace, and we can kind of separate from the rest of the world and just be with just ourselves.
That's cute. That's
So.
what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, definitely. I fuck with it.
Okay. If we can have your name, age, and the answer to this question.
My name is Leah. I'm 28, and within 2 years, I definitely want to be married. I kind of know what I want. I know a man knows if he wants to marry you within 6 months, to be honest, and I'm a firm believer on that. So within 2 years, definitely, I'm looking for a proposal at least, and I'm pretty firm on it.
Where you from?
Cali.
What part?
I live in Victorville.
You ever been in the gang?
In a what?
Gang.
No.
Oh, okay. Just had to ask. Victorville ain't sweet. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. All right. If we can have your name, age, and the answer to this question.
Angel 23, can you repeat your question, please?
As opposed to a 5-year plan, I'm thinking about a 2-year plan. What are you looking for? What do you see? And then as far as the man that you're looking to court or to have court you, what do you want out of him? What are you looking for?
A serious relationship.
What does serious mean?
As
Give me that.
in
30 seconds.
as in we're building towards a marriage.
Your brother's hilarious. What does serious mean? Give me that. 30 seconds. I'm like, okay, host. Like, you doing Arlette job. You doing Arlette job better than she doing it. It's like they gonna have to let her do the ones with the men. I mean, let him do the one with the men. He coming on here, all this full head of hair. This boy has not cut his hair since he come out the womb. He have not had a haircut since he was conceived. I'm like, my goodness, sir, you coming over here looking like Rob Marley. Like, my goodness. If that hair and that beard don't got a smell on it, that's a wonder. That's a wonder.
Marriage. I don't want to just be dating just to date. I want to build a foundation, a family. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah. How many kids you got?
I don't have kids.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
You want kids?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What's your name?
Angel,
Angel. Where you from?
Georgia.
Okay. Yeah, no, I love it. I appreciate it. I can accept it for sure.
All right.
Let's do it.
Okay, your name, age, and the answer to his question.
My name's Alexis. I'm 29. And I would expect to be, say we started dating at this point, I'd expect at least an engagement, like, to be honest.
At this point, meaning within
if
the
we started
2-year mark. You're saying within 2 years you expect to be engaged. Okay.
Yes.
Hypothetically, and you guys all get a chance to think about this. In 2 years, within that 2 years, what do you hypothetically expect to bring to the table? To the table. Not a table, but the. You got a man, he's decent, he making a little bread, he not down on his luck. You're also meeting him in the middle. What do you expect to bring to the table within 2 years? If anything at all, and if it's nothing, then that's okay.
Yes, so I believe I am the table. So
Short and sweet, huh? Hey, there's nothing else that I can say. I appreciate you guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, ladies.
So you wanted to ask that question to the rest of the ladies, or?
I mean, I gave kind of a table for thought for folks to chew on. If they have a response, absolutely, let's take them. Yeah, because I'm not in this
You have a
for
response?
nothing else
Okay.
but the answers and the responsibility of it, which is, who are you in real time?
He say, I'm not in this for nothing but the answers and the responsibility of it, which is, who are you in real time? Like, sir, okay, it all sounds good, but what did you talk about? The responsibility of it. And who are you in real time? It's like, sir, okay, what, fake time? Like, yesterday, tomorrow? Like, you just ask him a 2-year plan. That ain't real time. So he just up there trying to sound good. And then he got on this, I don't know what the outfit is, like the Rastafari Sherlock Holmes, like he finna solve a crime somewhere. This is an interesting guy. Like, I would not recommend any woman being with this guy just because he just seemed, he is going to drive somebody crazy. Like, you ain't gonna be able to get a word out edgewise. And anything you say, you gonna have to write a 12-page dissertation to explain what you mean to him. Like, he just seemed like the type to just go back and forth just for the sake of back and forth and back. And it just like, sir, come on now, give me a break. Like, okay, you keep asking a question on top of a question. I'm drained. Woman ain't gonna have no energy left.
So, everybody got to bring something to the table, right? So I definitely bring food. I
Maybe
bring
you make the
food to the table.
Maybe
No,
you make the table.
I bring food to the
right?
table.
Okay, you cook. Okay, shit.
Yeah. No, it's deeper than cooking. It's nutrition. So I'm big on what I'm cooking and preparing for my family.
Got you.
Yeah.
Love it. No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. So based off of those responses you heard, if I can have someone's toothpick, I'm going to pass this on over to you.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. So it's switched on over to you. Out of what you've heard so far, I'm going to have you pop 2 balloons of the ones who you weren't really feeling all that much.
2 balloons. I got to pop too.
Got to pop too.
Oh, shit. You popped yours already, baby. So, I ain't never been in this position before.
I know it's tough, right?
Let's do. Fuck, I don't like y'all. This is not cool. I gotta choose.
You got to choose.
All right, let's see what he gonna do. Does he do it based on the answers, or does he do it based on the answers, or y'all forgive me, little Tatum text me. He just did it. I just did my workout. I juggled for 20 minutes. Then I did 2 dribble ups. Dribble ups take about 5 to 15 minutes each. I got on working my sons now. I say I got to be a little bit more active of a father. I got to work these boys, cause social media is stealing our sons. If you ain't got your sons in the boys club, we cranking up. We just letting people enroll right now, but it's already 5 weeks worth of videos. Just do 1 video a week. Do 1 video a week and have your son write a synopsis, 3 to 5 sentences of what he learned and what he feel about that lesson that he just saw. And we're gonna go from there.
Okay. All right. Can I ask a question?
All
One
right,
question.
go for it. Ask a question.
Hey, y'all think I'm playing? What is cognitive dissonance? Cognitive dissonance. What does that mean to you? Cognitive dissonance. What does that mean to you?
Start right here.
Is it like a disassociation with like a mental?
Close enough. Go ahead.
Being fully aware of
Look at Arlette. She like, whoa. You see what I'm trying to tell you? You get a relationship with this fool here, you finna be in a straitjacket. Self-admitted. You finna be in the straitjacket looking at the wall saying your alphabet backwards. Z, Y, X, U, W, T. You finna be, dude, this man will drive you crazy.
what's happening.
Perfect.
within
Go
you.
ahead. Don't cheat. Yeah, don't cheat. Cause I do this.
See, the fact that, he moving with so much confidence. Now you understand the importance of confidence. He moving with so much confidence that the women are like stuck in their tracks. Like, cause like, sir, you're not even him. Like, you not even like that to be acting like that. Like, sir, can't nobody lay in the bed with you without getting choked to death by one of them locks. Like, my goodness, like, sir, it's like, you sit down and have dinner with him, you sit down. Pulling out his long beard hair out your food. He trying to have a conversation. You coughing up hair balls, all kind of stuff. It's like, sir, calm down. You're not even him like that, sir. Calm down. You see here, she came for him. She said, she is not feeling him.
This. Go ahead.
I think it's a part of being mentally stable and also being mentally aware of where you're at and where people around you are at.
And so in real time, if you're dealing with a man who's experiencing cognitive dissonance, what would you do to respond?
Honestly, I feel like black men.
It's like, sir, what do cognitive dissonance mean to you? Because you could be explaining it. You could be talking about emotional intelligence, or you thinking of something else, and it's like her answer could be answering the right way, and it's the wrong way to you because you don't know what cognitive dissonance is.
And have it the worst when it comes to mental health. So I'm very aware with the way I treat black men for that reason. So I would respond very therapeutic, I feel like,
Good
based
close
off my
enough.
experience.
Yep, you can answer too, even though you popped your balloon if you want to.
It's fine.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, because I need to figure it out. Shit, go ahead.
You gonna have to pop me in because I didn't know what that meant. Damn.
Go ahead.
He almost stabbed in the hand, sir. You had to pop that balloon that hard. Like, my goodness. I almost gave that woman a hysterectomy.
My fault.
Yes. Are you asking what the definition of cognitive
I'm asking,
dissonance?
what does it mean to you? Because maybe you have, like, for instance, love. You might say one thing, I might say another. We don't agree.
Right.
So I'm not saying say what I say. I'm saying, what does it mean to you?
Cognitive dissonance is when you say something and you act a completely different way. So when they're not aligning.
Okay, so I pop one.
Okay. You gonna pop one
Y'all
more?
all pretty as hell. Don't take me wrong for
Yes.
this, but I don't know y'all for shit. Okay. Yeah, fuck with that. I like her. I fuck with her.
Okay. What?
If he ain't choosing me,
I'm popping my
hey,
own.
if he ain't choosing me, I don't want him. I can fuck with a chick like that. I can fuck with
Let
that.
me come over here.
I can fuck with that.
Why'd you end up popping?
But I ain't never point to you, so I'm kind of like disappointed. Your outfit was cute as fuck, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go.
They like, sir, you messing up our monetization. This before they start beeping out the cuss word.
Go ahead.
The whole, like, all
Yeah.
of that was
Y'all
just a little
beautiful.
too much.
I don't know y'all for shit. Yeah, I don't know y'all for shit. Y'all pretty as hell. I'm just being real.
Yeah, but you've asked the most questions, honestly, and I feel like you had a little bit more of time to kind of figure it out.
That's dope. I went last.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that was my situation. That's all.
Yeah, I was really like liking you, like your look. The whole look is so dope. I like
Thank
the whole
you.
boho, like natural thing.
Worked super hard on that.
Yeah, dope. But it was just, the all
The
going all
indecisiveness,
around.
yeah.
Super indecisive.
I wish I would put this outfit on and say I'm finna go out somewhere with my wife. She'd be like, what the world? That's what you're wearing? What? And then I step right out my room door and my 17-year-old go to flaming me. Dad, everything okay? Like,
I could do it. I done turned a lot of people down based on that.
All right. So then I guess I'll go ahead and ask these ladies a question. Let's see here. Okay, I'll go ahead and ask them. So ladies, what are some of the characteristics you look for in a partner?
That's funny because that's what I was going to ask if I had a question. Definitely someone that is able to comprehend. I feel like listening is one thing, but understanding what's coming out of my mouth is another. Also, just being open. I'm very artsy, if you are trying to find me, I'm either asleep or working on something. So definitely just having an understanding. Sometimes my space is just what it is, and it's just to express myself. But other than that,
Got you.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm looking for somebody to lead me correctly. I've been led down so many different wrong paths with men, and I'm tired, just like you're tired.
Where do you want to go?
I want to be led to greatness. Like, I want somebody that's going to have multiple businesses and me be a part of those businesses. I don't want you to do it alone. I want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
I want you to venture off into what I'm doing as well and be a part of that as well. I want to build a foundation, like a very strong foundation. That way, so when we're at the top and things go wrong, we have that strong foundation to like build off of.
Do you want to base it off of money or love?
Love. I have my own money.
Hey, it was a trick question. I just want to see what she was thinking. I love it. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay, and now the question was, what characteristics do you look for in a man?
Respectful, loving, and are you open?
Open-minded or open-hearted, or what do you look for?
Both.
Yeah,
All of
for
it.
sure. Good stuff, for sure. Now, you asked for open-minded, open-hearted. Random question. It doesn't have to go to everybody, but it's very specific. What does that look like for you and a person who might have a kid already? Yeah, I got a son. He's 5 years old. He's good, but he's bad. I'm just being real. However, I'm teaching him to build and groom himself around people.
Yeah.
So how does that look for someone who doesn't have any kids?
Oh, I have kids.
A new kid.
Yeah.
Again, everybody. Go ahead.
Right. I love kids. I'm actually, I'm very nurturing. I love being a mother. I have 2 sons myself,
Age?
6 and 2.
Okay. So for yourself, life insurance policy, you and your kids, tell me about that.
I do not at this time.
Okay. And would you have a reason for why not? Be real. Hey,
I just haven't set it up yet.
It's just one of those things, huh? Mm-hmm. Got you. Okay. Based on what I've seen, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this balloon.
Okay. All right, let's move on over here. All right, ladies, there are 2 of you left. Any final questions to go ahead and determine if this is going to be a yes for you? All right.
What type of father are you? Are you very involved? Are you not so involved? Are you what kind of co-parent are you?
Awesome question.
Annoying, be talking to the child head off, making the child spell word with their alphabet soup.
I'm one of the fathers who will like do the absolute most and still get the absolute least from their partner, but still hang in there because I ain't got shit else. I ain't had no family growing up. I ain't necessarily had the things that I wanted to have growing up. So for my son, which is what I have, he's 5 years old, I feel like that's the only thing that I can give him besides a life insurance policy, for example, which is why I asked that question.
Okay.
That's nice.
Okay.
My question's for the children as well.
I don't trust no man asking a woman, do she got a life insurance policy? Because that made me think he want to become the beneficiary within 2 years, his 2-year plan, and then push off a cliff somewhere and say she slipped and fell. And now he getting millions and ain't giving that child nothing. And he the guardian of the child. I don't trust you. You look like a pusher to me.
I know that sounds like you're providing, which is great, but do you also instill in them like mentally, emotionally? Because I feel like raising boys is a little different. You guys are a little bit more lenient when it comes to that, but it's important to know where their brain is.
Yeah, it's funny because, man, I grew up, I sat with a dude who brought me out here to Arizona named Demetrius. We watched a movie called Mr. Fantastic. And it's weird because that man taught his kids everything he could teach them in regards to outside of school and the social structure that has everything to do with not what we're used to growing up with. And I took that and I ran with that. So when it comes to the kids, like no matter whether it's my kid or not, I'm installing the emotional structure, the stability, the concept, because me as a grown man, the fact that I could talk to a woman and not feel emotion, that's a problem, right?
Okay.
There should be some connection there. And so if I could talk to a woman and we can gain some connection, I need to be able to show that to the next generation. And if I can, then that means we have some hope versus we figure out how to like bash each other and not make it work. So that's my
Okay.
concept on that.
I feel like that answered like a 2-in-1 because that means you're emotionally intelligent for yourself. Okay.
You have a whole lot of that. That's like my regular, but that's not like in real time, right?
Yeah.
In real time, we care about like our bills being paid. We care
Yeah, of
about like our
course,
needs
but-
being met.
He talk like the lawyer.
You come before your children, or if you have children, right? You come before them, and then the kids come. And that's kind of like how I try to teach the people to be when you're going to be around someone who's trying to lead and provide. Because there's no way I'm going to provide for the kids and not provide for you as a woman. That makes no sense at all.
Okay. I like that.
All right, it's time to make your final decision.
Oh, I
You've
gotta
only
pick?
got 2 ladies left. Who are we picking out of these 2
Wait, I gotta
beautiful
pick?
ladies? You do. You got to pick.
And they haven't.
You got to pick. You got 2 beautiful ladies here. Who are you going to pick?
So my last decision I'm going to go ahead and make is we're going to pop this balloon, and then if you will have me, I'll take you on a date.
All right, come on out here. Oh, I'll have you come here. All right, so is it going to be a yes for you for him?
I have one question.
Okay.
Where do you currently reside?
I have a house on the south side of Phoenix. I have an apartment on 16th and Bethany Home. I do a little bit of real estate, so
Like, sir, you trying to get lined up. Like, we need to know all of that. Now you finna get robbed. That is the dumbest thing in the world. It's like south side and over there. Like, till he ain't been in nobody's streets.
I have a few places to stay.
And me living in California is not a problem for you?
No, I actually plan to do some work in California over the next year to 2.5 years. I have a place in Cali that I can reside.
Oh, that's smelling that burp. Sir? Bill? Bill? Pause. Reset the room. Sir, don't be up here burping now, because listen, You eat too much fish to be burping. I can tell by these locks, you pescatarian. Do not be burping in my face up here, sir. See, I got that orange on.
So we could kick it whenever you wanted to, honestly.
Okay. So, is that going to be a yes for you for him?
Yeah.
All right. Is it a yes for you for her?
Yes.
Hey, we got.
They do not look like no good couple.
At a match. All right, I'll go ahead and take that mic, and you guys can go on up. Let's give it up for them. All right, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in on this episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. If you'd like to be featured in any of our upcoming episodes, the email address will be in the description box below. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.
That's all I had left on this one. I did what I did. Let me do start sharing. That's all I did is 26 minutes. Well, we'll look and see. Let me look over here and see if it's a follow-up. I do not like these follow-ups. I'll tell you that now. But there was one buddy I wanted to see. No, I don't think I really wanted to see, buddy. Follow up. No, who that up? That was, I ain't see them match. Okay. So what that one was? I'm curious about him, Marquise and Rio. But that was before. I wanted to see if Buddy and the one young lady was gonna last. Buddy who they was calling special and all of that. My dog went in. They were trying to say something about my dog. Getting disrespectful on my boy. Let me see here. I don't even remember that. Marcus and Jasmine, I guess that's on a later episode. They ain't got to. But we'll look at this couple since they was on the episode we just did, I think. So I'm going to let that run a little bit. Let me share screen.
Welcome back to my channel. It's your host Arlette, and we are here today with Alexis and Marvin. How we feeling today, y'all?
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, we chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great to hear. So we saw that you two ended up matching when we had you on episode 7 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love.
So, is it going to be a yes for you for him?
I would say he already yes.
Okay, yes for you for her?
Yeah.
We got a match! All right, I'll take this mic and you guys can go on up.
All right. So since then, we've seen the video has done pretty well. I've seen it all over Instagram, TikTok, you name it. How has it been for you all, since that point, like with comments, DMs, whatever it is?
It's been a lot, but not in like a overwhelming way. But shout outs to y'all because I did get a lot of followers and whatnot, but not really too much on the responding to people, if you will. A lot of them are like really strange pages. But some people was like, hey, I love what you had to say and things like that, like your personality or whatnot. But it's been pretty cool.
Okay, cool.
I wonder how he doing with them lashes she got on, man. I just wouldn't even be able to focus. I'd just be like, just have me blanking. Like, I'd be trying to get stuff out my eye that ain't even in my eye.
Oh, Marvin, what about yourself?
I'll say about the same, like some weird people reaching out, but
See this right here? See, it's something about that a lot of times, sometimes men just don't pick up on. And the fact that I've seen less, I what word I'm gonna see, like less gay looking men be gay. The fact that he seen La Metro and the fact that he left Christianity. It's like, what will pull you from Christianity? Homosexuality, gay porn. And so it's just this not how we as masculine heterosexual men sit. So sir, you need to rein it in. And this looked like a woman's shirt. And it's unbuttoned and all of this and got this hoop earring. He just trying to do too much for me. And she looked like the rapper Trina, who called herself the baddest bee. She looked like her first cousin.
You know, I mean, that's the internet, right? That's Instagram.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were people also reaching out saying like, hey, cool, I liked your personality, you know, or, you know, the opposite. But again, that's just how it is, right? So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And then, so just for us to get to know you guys just a little bit, if you want to let us know about yourself, Marvin, we'll start with you.
Sure. So, in the Air Force, been in the Air Force for 10 years. I do personal training and also do image consulting.
Okay.
So, yeah.
How did you get into like image consulting? I guess that's a little different.
So, it's kind of a long story, but I guess to condense it. So, for my first tour, I went to Japan, right? And so when I went there, I really got into fashion. Went to the UK after that. That's also a fashion capital. And I really found myself in like my style when I went to those two countries, right? And through that, I started helping my friends dress. They saw that I dressed well. So I think that it eventually just became something that I wanted to do anyway. Like it just came naturally to me, you know?
That's pretty cool.
And like 2 years ago, I started to do it for real. And yeah, started helping people out.
Nice.
Like, I was gonna say, so it's not just like dressing, right? So when people think of like image, they just think of like the physical part, but it's also just how you present yourself overall, how you smell, just, you know, and how you just present yourself in certain situations. So if you're like at a dinner party, if you're at a work function, if you're on a date, there are different things you're gonna do for each of those situations, right?
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And now, how long have you been in the military?
10 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've been in the military for quite a long time. Do you enjoy it?
I would say it's like a love-hate relationship, right? So there are definitely times where I'm just like, man, I can't do this anymore. But I mentioned before that I traveled the world. You know, I met a lot, like my best friends that I still are friends with today. I met them through the Air Force. So there's positives there. So, you know, it's a give and take.
Okay.
I'll say. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. And then, so kind of like on the show, something that was brought up a lot in the episode that you guys were on was religion.
I still don't. It's a lot of black men that go to the Air Force and all of that, and a lot of times it's either one or two things. It's either need education paid for, or loss, and just gonna use that as time to like find yourself, which ain't nothing wrong with it. Better than going to the streets and selling drugs. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But sometimes you have to realize, like, if you dealing with a man that's in the service, you got to make sure that when you talking to him, that he has a plan, or her too, that they have a plan, that's things they working on, things that they're going to implement and hit the ground running with when they get out that service. Because I've seen so many people spend 8, 12, 16 years in the service and then get out and be at square one and like starting life like an 18-year-old because they just blew all the money that they was making, didn't make a plan, didn't do anything. So y'all that's in that service, make sure that you saving money, you making a plan, you investing in your gifts, and you get some things going, whatever it may be, your own business, real estate investing, whatever it is, so that when you come out of there, boom, you take all the benefits and everything that you get from it and you're able to make it work for you. Some people do that. Some people come out, be now about millionaires after 20, 25 years, got their house, savings, all using the benefits, got a degree from it, do all of that. But then a lot of black guys I know, they come out and be on the same level as a crackhead. And it'd be sad to see.
And so, Alexis, you had initially popped your balloon for Marvin, but then you asked for that balloon back. So I guess a lot of people are in the comments saying like, oh, she should have stuck with, her religion, stating her truth, all that stuff. How do you feel about that?
It's very interesting you brought that up. So just to speak on that, I feel like I don't have the heaven and hell to put nobody in, right? So I try not to be like a very judgmental person. I'm getting super nervous, but so for the most part, like I think like I popped the balloon before I really understood like what his reason was, and it's not that like he doesn't know God; he knows exactly who God is. I just think that he's still trying to seek him. Now, something that I had spoke to him about, like a part of me is like, I kind of gravitated towards him because I wanted to pick his brain. Like I wanted to understand him a little bit more. And then just to kind of see where his walk was, where his journey was before I just was like, no, I'm not going to do that because he doesn't believe in God. Right. Like, what does your journey look like? In addition to that, I felt like I also gravitated to him because there's like a scripture, I don't know the exact one, but like if you should fall into transgression, right, you're supposed to restore somebody with gentleness. So I was like, okay, well, let me figure him out and then see like maybe some of the conversations that we have, if I share like my testimonies with him, hypothetically, like that may help him want to see God. You know what I'm saying? But it was just, my approach was different. Like I didn't want to necessarily change his mind, but I did want to figure out who he was.
Okay, I can see that. Okay, and then Marvin, and then another thing that was coming up a lot in the comments was people were like, dang, was Marvin excited to match with Alexis? He didn't even crack a smile, like anything like that. What was going on with that?
So I just want to state first that I was very nervous walking onto that stage. Like as soon as I turned the corner, got on stage, I'm like, oh man, like there's all these people on stage. I just never been in that position, right? The camera's on me, everyone's eyes are on me. So, I have my nerves, and like when my nerves are showing, I just kind of have like a blank face. So I don't show any emotion, but there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in my head, trust me, you know? So it wasn't that I wasn't excited, but just nervous. That's all.
Okay.
And I was glad that we did match.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Yeah. Glad you're able to clear that up.
Yeah.
I had to watch it back. I was like, what are people talking about? I was like, dang, Marvin really didn't smile.
No, that's just been like a thing my whole life, right? Like I just don't show that much emotion with my face until I get comfortable and I get to know people, right? And then like, as you see, like we don't have a huge crowd. Like it's not like 10 girls in front of me now. It's just us. So I'm chill. It's like a more chill environment so I can be more of myself.
I can see that. Okay. Yeah. And then something else that kind of came up that's a little controversial in the comments.
Okay.
So when you were on there, none of the balloons were popped on you. Okay. So I had asked you, okay, you got to pop 2 balloons.
Right.
And people in the comments are saying, oh, he popped the 2 dark-skinned girls balloons first. Marvin's a colorist. All this stuff. You want to elaborate on that? Like,
sure. I mean, people are going to think what they want to think, right? That always happens on YouTube shows, so on and so forth. It had nothing to do with the color of their skin. It didn't. Just wasn't attracted to them. And also, those weren't the only 2 dark-skinned women on the show, right? The other girl that was on there, I think her name was Ashley. And then she also found her attractive, but didn't pop on her, but she was also dark skinned. So it had nothing to do with the color of their skin. I love black women. That's why I'm on. Period. I was on the show.
Okay.
Because I wanted to date black women. So,
Okay. It was just coincidence. Basically,
it was a coincidence, it's great. But, people are going to, put pieces together that they want to put together, right? Like you can make any kind of, you can put.
I don't know what team the brother here on. And see, one of the things about these brothers, one thing they try to do is they'll get a woman that they not really attracted to, and that the woman just happy to have them, so that she don't really look too deep. Like if you notice, a lot of down low brothers, they with a woman that other black men ain't really checking for. And that's because they know that woman gonna be like lulled to sleep. Like she just happy to have a man. So she not really checking to see. And I have coached black women who, not to say they looked bad or anything, but I've coached black women who have found videos and text messages of their man with other men in their man phone when they went to search their man phone, and was completely flabbergasted, was completely floored. And they man look regular like this. Like every gay man is not what they call flamboyant or flaming or whatever. Oh, girl, it's like, so it's kind of like when you see men do the stuff that like, even with like Tyler Perry mannerisms and stuff like that. Not saying he like that, but it's a lot of guys that even just at that level that'll put a dress on and act like a woman and feel comfortable doing it. A lot of times the old guy be tipping on that other side now. And even like some of these pastors, that's all like, be all up in the pulpit doing all that. A lot of these boys, you know, at the least watching it on a phone, on one of them websites, men with men. And so me, that's why when I sense it, I get from around it because I don't want to have to kill nobody. Because I know how men are. If we want something, we only could be around it for so long before we got to make a move, before we got to pounce. So that's why if I sense a little sweetness in a man, I don't have nothing to do with him. Because I don't want to have to knock his Adam apple out the back of his neck if one day he want to grab my booty or say something nasty. And so y'all have to, and I'm saying this to say, because of pornography, it's more men being turned out, and a lot of women is catching AIDS from these men. A lot of women is getting their heart broke from these men, getting all kind of bacteria, putting them in, because a lot of these men coming right out of a dookie shoot and coming home and putting it right in their woman, just so she don't think nothing. But what she don't realize, now she got all this fecal matter in her. And so this brother here, he could just be, you know, all clean cut and all that, but, you know, you got to be careful with this type here.
Whatever narrative together that she wanted. And that's what happened. And that's life.
I see.
You know?
All right, cool. So, the main question, y'all know it's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Since you guys matched on the show, has there been a date?
I take it. But yes, there has been a date. It was really, really cool. It was actually right after the show, like literally after we met. She was like, "Hey, what you about to do after this?" I was like, "I was actually gonna go home." He was like, "Let me take you on a date." And I was like,
I love it, Marvin. I love it.
No pressure. Here we go. But no, it was really, really cool. We went to a Sky Bar. Was it called Sky Bar?
Yeah.
Sky Bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was nice, but the one was like really, really crazy. So we wound up going to it was what was it, Cornish Pasty Co., something like that, like right across the street. But it gave us the opportunity to like get to know each other. And just for the people out there that swears that he doesn't smile and this, that, he is pure comedy. Pure comedy.
Thank you.
Pure comedy. He is. But we definitely, you know, spent time like getting to know each other and whatnot. And we kind of talked about religion a little bit. I learned a few things like about him. So that's what made me feel like, okay, like I knew I gravitated towards him because it wasn't that like he didn't know who God was. He's on his own journey.
Yeah.
But for the most part, he's interesting. He's cool.
Okay. All right, Marvin.
She over here defending me. I like that.
I love it. No,
Because
I'm not a
people
Stone
will make,
Cold
you know,
killer.
like if you give them a story, they'll run with it. But you don't really know people like off of a show.
Yeah, literally. So, how was that first date for you?
I thought it was great. And, you know, and just to talk about like when we went to the date, like right afterwards, I feel like, well, I don't know what other people do, like what after they get off the show, right? But I mean, she's already there in front of me. Why not go on the date right there?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of a person that wants to have forward momentum, you know, and kind of, I don't want it to go to waste. You know what I'm saying? So, cause who knows, because I'm in Tucson, right? And, you know, she's in Phoenix, she's busy, I'm busy. And it's like, you know, why not just kind of get to know each other like on a deeper level right then and there.
Yeah.
We're already dressed up.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But the date was great.
Okay.
Like she said, you know, we went to Sky Bar and it was really windy. Like there was, I don't know, there was like a tsunami that came through, like, or a hurricane that came through, like right then and there. But, yeah, then we went to the next bar and yeah, like we really got into just life stuff. We just talked about everything. And that honestly, that made me way more attracted to her at that point because I just really got to see her personality.
Yeah.
You know, she's a really sweet soul, easy to talk to. Yeah, all that kind of stuff, you know? So I enjoyed the first date. I did,
Nice.
yeah.
Okay. And has there been any other dates since that point?
There hasn't. And so we were supposed to go on a hike. Didn't end up going through, but just to kind of, you know, I'll say my part, obviously, you know, you can say my part too. But we were like, I called her, and and I was just kind of talking to her more about the religious aspects, and I was like, hey, I don't want to lead you to believe that this is going to be like a whole thing where I shift my religion in this relationship, or like it's gonna happen like immediately. So I didn't want to like I didn't want to paint a picture that wasn't there, I suppose. So I was like, if it happens, cool. I think that it'll happen if it needs to, but I just wanted to put that out there. And if that was something that she was really looking for, if that was something that was really important to her, I just wanted to let her know that I wasn't going to just change that part of me fundamentally to,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? And so, and she agreed with that, like if it doesn't work because of that, that's fine. So yeah, that's,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So just to add to that, like I really appreciated the transparency. So he did give me a call, and he was like, "Yeah, so we actually going to cancel this date." And I was like, "Dang, that's crazy." But
Yeah,
it was
forgot
okay. He let me know literally like maybe like an hour or two before, but it's okay.
my gosh.
So we spoke about it, and then like he just was real honest about like, hey, like it was weighing on his heart for a while, and he was just like, "I don't really want to like string you along, if you will," and I appreciated that. But something was also weighing on my heart too, and I'm just gonna. Do you care? I speak about it, okay? Because I don't want to violate you, but I felt like him and I had spoken. I was like, it's not. I had to stop trying to fix.
He look like he is like you looking at one of the gossip bloggers about the. And I just found some baby oil and pictures of P. Diddy, like just all everywhere in his phone. It just blew me away.
Everybody, like not to say he needs to be fixed, right? But like that's the nurturer in me. Like I always try to like fix people, and it was like that is not your job.
It looked like a watch print on this right hand, which is the wrong hand. That looked like a watch print. Right, sir, do you shower with the watch?
Job.
Yeah.
Now, granted, if what him and I have spoke about, or testimonies that I've shared with him, makes him change his mind, then like, okay, not necessarily change his mind, because I don't want to say that, I don't want to use those choice of words, but I more so want to say like, if it gives him a different perspective and changes his walk, then that'd be okay. But I was like, it's kind of unfair to myself, if you will, to like wait around for that. So we kind of spoke about it and just was okay with being like friends and really getting to know each other for the most part. Like I'll still talk to you, hang out with you,
Of course.
Whatever the case may be. But I appreciated his transparency, and it kind of weighed on my heart too, a little bit for about a week. It just was like, don't go in it for the wrong reasons. Like you're going to wrap yourself around fixing him, and he doesn't want to be fixed, and you're not broken. I don't want to say that.
No, of course. No, I know
but
what
I'm
you're
like,
saying.
you shouldn't be doing that. So it was like I had to kind of detour, but be okay with like still being his friend. So he had texted me a little bit before the second date, and he was like, how interested are you in like really seeing where this goes? And I was honest with him, like I really am more so interested in getting to know who you are as a person. And then before I just be like, okay, let's jump into the next thing. Then, so I think we spend a lot of time like texting and talking to each other to figure each other out. But I think we both respect each other and where we are. So.
Okay. So from the conversation you guys had, it's more so like on a friend level? Is that what I'm getting? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. So there's no like future dates planned.
If we meet up, we meet up, and
Right.
if it goes from there, that's cool, right?
Right.
But I just think that because she already spoke about like this was weighing on her heart too, right? So we need to be in a place where we're completely accepting each other.
I see.
And I think if it's not at that point, then we can't actually establish a relationship to where we can get to know each other on a deeper level, because there will always be that thing in the back of our head where we're like, okay, when is he, gonna start being religious, or like first like, okay, when is she gonna accept me for where I am at right now? Although it's like we both accept each other, but we don't want to put ourselves in that kind of situation in a relationship,
I see. Okay.
And I'm just glad that's a mutual respect on both ends. So I really respect you for that. I'm glad that you heard me out, throughout all this, honestly. So yeah.
You're welcome. Likewise.
Yeah.
Look, this is we talked about it. We was like, we're not about to be messy and do all that stuff.
Absolutely no.
I'm about to be 30 years old.
Yeah,
I don't
we
have time.
talked. I'm like, we're not doing that.
We're not doing that. But I think that he's awesome though. I would definitely like hang out with him and get to know him. I think, and then like we both like traveling the world. Like so.
Okay.
Who's to say I might invite you on a trip?
I was gonna say y'all can be travel buddies.
All right.
You got to be able to hang. I'm telling you that.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, it's good that you guys did give it a try. Like, even though, as we all know, like religion is a very big aspect when it comes to relationships. So if that's something where it's like, oh, you're gonna try to like fix him or whatever it is, that I can see where you guys would come to that agreement where it's like, okay.
Yeah. And I just want to be like transparent, like. Because a lot of people was tearing us up on that show. But I'm like, look, like, at the end of the day, like.
You see this here? You see how sassy he's sitting? Listen. And then what I told y'all on the show, he ain't want her. I said he do not want her. And he done called it off that fast. He ain't want her. Listen, brother, you said too sassy for me. And how you got these pants jiked up? No, playboy. Yet, got a lot of sirens going off over here. Cause see, when you ain't like that, you could see that. You could see that easy. And then so it be dummies on here. Oh, Tony, you eat a. No, don't get mad cause I'm calling it out and I'm sounding the alarm to y'all dookie shooters who wanna be on the down low and be diving in men booty hole and then going and sleeping with a woman, spreading UTIs and RTFs and TPCs. It's like, no, we're not having it no more. If you want to be like that, come on out and be like that. And that's between you and the Lord. And if the Lord say hell is the price to pay, hey, that's the price you got to pay. But we're not your judge and jury, like she say, and we ain't got no heaven or hell to put you in. But you need to be honest. We're not trying to hear about no lavender relationship and all of that. You need to be honest. It is nasty. Y'all need to stop getting with women, stop getting these women pregnant, stop having kids, and then here go your son and daughter finding you getting bent over and your hidden folder on your phone. Like, what the world daddy doing? Oh my goodness. It's like, y'all need to come on out and stop playing around with people.
I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I know what my spirit is. I know what I feel. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to like try to degrade him or anything like that because that's what a lot of them was doing in the comments. But it's just like, okay, I respect your current walk. Everybody's been lost. Not to say I want to be very, very careful with my words. But not to say that you're like lost, but like. Yeah. You know, you're trying to seek a space on your own. You know what I'm saying? And I can't hold your hand through it. I can talk to you about it all day long. So I just wanted to respect them and not like shove it down his throat. Like, hey, you need to believe what I believe. That's no.
I see. Okay. No. All right. Any final?
Okay. Is it that head or that hip? Okay, like I don't want religion shoved down my throat, but. If it's anything else you want to shove down my throat, I might consider it. I'll let you know Wednesday.
No thoughts?
No, I think I'm good. Yeah.
How you feeling, Marvin?
I'm chilling. Yeah.
She's trying to get something out of you. What is it, Marvin?
Honestly, I'm blanking. I don't have.
I'm saying you okay?
Yeah, I'm chill.
Okay.
I'm good.
What? She do not want her moment to end. So, Marvin, anything else you want to tell us? No, child. I'm good. I'm doing just fine. Can you tell us who your little male friend is in the backstage? In the green room waiting on you? No.
But Alexis, because you got us
unless you have something.
What is it?
No, I was just.
Oh, man, how he flipped that mic out like that. That is not what we do. That ain't what we do. We don't do that. We don't do that. See, y'all have to pick up on the EQs. He's either raised with a mama, auntie, and grandma, or he got something else to tell us.
checking. I'm just checking to make sure, like, See, that's the nurture in me. This is a prime example. I'm working on that.
Okay.
That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing.
She had me thinking something was actually wrong.
She like,
thinking, I was like,
what's
is
the
there
tea? I'm just making sure he's okay. Like, I didn't want to, like, just make that the whole thing, if you will.
No, I know.
Okay.
I know you're not trying to. I guess it was a lack for a better word, right? That you use the word broken. I know what you mean by that. It's different walks of life.
Yeah.
So that's how I see it. I don't see it as me trying to find this faith in the same way. I just think that the way that I apply certain principles in my life is just a little bit different than yours, and that's just not led by a specific God per se,
And just to kind of add on to that, like, I think it was our very first date. And considering my choice, that was one of the first things he asked me, like, do you believe that a man can lead without God? And it threw me a loop a little bit. Like, I really thought, like, I don't even want to say thoughts. It's that, no. I dwelled on that for about a week. And it was like, it wasn't to make, you feel away or anything like that. But it was just like, okay, that was enough for me to know where he is and where he needs to go. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, think of it from this perspective. Like, if I'm praying and, like, staying in my prayer bag and trying to uplift you and things like that, like, when you may be in your darkest moment, I'm going to God. So it's like, if that moment happens where I may not be able to pray for you and keep you up, like, can you do that for me? So it was like, okay, if you believe that, that you can lead without God, like, how could that possibly be possible? And that was where the kind of decision was kind of made from there.
I can see that. Okay.
I respect it.
All right.
I respect it. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you guys were able to come to, like, a mutual agreement.
Of course.
And, I can tell that you guys are still very good vibes.
Yeah.
All good here.
It was always good.
Yeah, no beef.
good.
We're not doing that. That's
Nice.
just no.
Okay, so anything that we should be on the lookout from either one of you? Any upcoming projects or, just anything?
You want to start off first?
Sure. So I actually do have a digital course coming out.
We don't want to hear about it. We don't want to hear about it. No. Let promote y'all. I ain't promote you. Keep it though. We don't want to hear about it, buddy. No, we would not be in that digital course. But you getting our information around here. What you trying to do over there with your atheism? Yeah, absolutely not. So listen, we got through that. God bless you. Y'all for giving us. See, listen, one thing I want y'all to understand, like, over here, you like my brothers and sisters, so I just be all the way myself. And it messed me up though, because I know how to code switch and be professional in a meeting. And then they'll go, oh, let's look them up on YouTube. And they expect to come over here on YouTube and just see me doing all these deep dissertations. And they see me sitting here clowning with you. Like, oh, all right, we got to cancel that interview with him. He been to take our followers to the ghetto. And so that's the risk I take by just being myself, being regular, and instead of just putting on a face. Like, you see what I'm doing? If you notice, when you go to other people with a big brand, they're not this barbecue at the reunion personality. They very right here, right in front of they look camera, got their production, got they thumbnail, and got everything real, and they never really show you their real personality. And they just be putting on for you. So I want y'all to understand, like, you lose something when you don't just stick to that. A lot of people, they just present a brand, Everything is edited, everything is formatted, everything is curated, and it's not really real. And so I say that to say is, by me just being myself, I lose the high level corporate opportunities. I could get the ratchet ghetto opportunities, but they be rooted in Satanism, and I don't rock like that. And so my support really come from my supporters. Not everybody on here watching is a supporter. Some people just spectators. Some people are actually haters. I block as many of those as I can. But you got supporters, you got spectators, and you got haters. And so that's why at the end of these videos, I made it a habit to say thank you to the Blessed Tribe, to the Patreon, to the donors, to Tony Gaskins Family Foundation, because you are, and the students of TonyGaskinsAcademy.com, because you are what you are what allow me. And even I had some people send me a cash out without me even asking for it. You are the people that allow me to remain myself and as a Christian and sharing the messages of Christ. Because you got to realize, like how I'm pointing out that this buddy could possibly be bisexual or complete homosexual. We don't even know if he sleep with women. Or he may not now, but I'm saying you just got to take your time and look into it. By me even raising that on the grand scheme of things, now I can't go on corporate TV because they want you to promote homosexuality. They want you to promote open relationships, lavender relationships. Men and women could be bisexual. They want you to promote that stuff because that's of the world. They don't want you to be a Christian. They don't want you to stand on Christian values. So it hinders me. Like they reached out to me to audition for being one of the relationship coaches on Married at First Sight or 90 Day Fiance. And all of them different shows, because of me being in this relationship space, they reach out to me. But when they realize that I stand on Christian values and I don't believe in all of the hogwash that they promote, then they pass on me. And that's why you see them, you know, $2 coaches on them shows, them Cracker Jack box coaches on them shows who don't have a brand outside of the show really, other than what the show builds. Because for those that's really him and her who really bought it, they don't want that because they don't want you to bring your views and all of that. They want you to come on there and be a puppet. They want you to come on there and anything and everything goes. They don't want you to come on there with your views and stand on what you stand on. They don't like that. And so that's why God has touched the heart of a small group of people to have them supporters, like true, real supporters. And he's shown me, the Lord has shown me that I don't have to compromise my message for the world. And it's some people they'll come on here and they try to get in the comments and say, Tony, you need to be okay with tarot cards, with crystals, with horoscope. And I have to cuss them out without cuss words. You know, hit them with a righteous indignation and say, no, this my channel, this my belief system. I believe that stuff is satanic. If that's what you want to get into, more power to you, but don't bring them raggedy beliefs over here. They ain't how we getting down. So go on about your business. They ain't how we getting down. And so we move on from there. But hey, it's Tony Gaston. Keep your head up, keep going. God bless you, and we'll talk soon.